The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Good evening, folks, and welcome in to Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School football. We're live here at Abessinio Stadium here in Wilmington, Delaware. It is homecoming night for the home team, St. Elizabeth Vikings. They come in with a record of 2-4 under head coach Mike Lemon. Play host to the Vikings of Christiana, who come in with a record of 4-2, led by head coach Brian Wood. Once again, welcome in, folks. Patrick Gariani's here with Mike Lang and Jason Winchell for this one. And fellas, this has got some playoff potential implications as we head into the back half of the season here. Game number 7. Some common opponents. Jay, we'll start with you. Christiana coming in. How about the renaissance of the Christiana Vikings? 4-2 on the season this year with wins over Newark, AI, Charter, and Glasgow.
Yeah, they won their district, right? Be it with wins over Newark and Glasgow. Their outstanding season so far. I have them safely in right now with their 4-2 record. So, but it's a big game here tonight, I think, for both of them. Christiana with the win, they'll stay undefeated in district play and set up that showdown in Week 10 with Tatnall for the District 1 crown. A St. E's win, and then all of a sudden we're
talking again, right?
We're talking again. This might be a must-win, though, for St. E's, because looking at their point total, it's very low compared to the District 2 side of things, where even Seaford and St. Andrews have a lot of bonus points to counter St. E's. So St. E's needs some. I think St. E's need a win here tonight. With the win here tonight, I think they're going to win out.
So, Mike, talk a little bit about the Vikings. They're 2-4 on the season. As we mentioned, their 2 wins were back-to-back between McCain and Glasgow. They actually have a better win against Glasgow than Christiana, 34-0 as opposed to 25-12. But they've had some tough games mixed in, Archmere, Indian River, and then the 2-game losing streak here to Milford and Charter School of Wilmington. Talk a little bit about St. Elizabeth Vikings and their season and where they stand.
Yeah, I've seen them a few times. It's a lot of new faces, a smaller roster, but not by much, but a smaller roster than what Coach Lemon has had in the past. They don't really have that superstar that they've had in the past few years, like a Benson or Chris Carrick or somebody like that. But they've got a lot of grinders on the team. They have a lot of heart. I love Ryan McCormick. That kid is he's all heart, and he leaves everything out there. And not just him. They have these kids that they fight. They struggled to score points. A lot of these points have come late in games against Archmere and Milford. To the two A teams they played, they hung with them a little bit, but they fell behind big and then scored late. I know they're disappointed at the Charter loss last Saturday. That was a game they really wanted. They just couldn't get anything going against the Force, and they didn't really give up much defensively. They gave up one offensive touchdown, and the other touchdown was a 75-yard pick six. For Charter, for Robert Cardone. So they're getting there. They could use a few more bodies, but they do have some size. They've got some talent. They're waiting just to put it all together. I think Mike Lemon's a great coach for this group. He's patient, and him and his staff, they're showing. They got to the championship game 2 years in a row when Class 1A started, and this is not the same team. And so they need to show some patience and grow. And they're growing. They're going to get there. It just might take a little while. But this is an important game for them.
Only 4 seniors on the St. Elizabeth roster. A very young team trying to revitalize the program. Over there is Coach Mike Lemon. A couple players to keep an eye on, starting off with Christiana. Out there, you can see them at the coin toss. Number 1, Jeremiah McAllister, the senior wideout and outside linebacker. Number 4, Trayvon Wilson, wide receiver DB, senior. As well as senior number 5, Javion Pollard, wide receiver defensive back. The quarterback's a guy to keep an eye on. He also plays linebacker. the senior Ikes Glasgow. And then at tailback, the sophomore, got to keep an eye on. How about this for an all-time name? Achilles Van Owlen.
I heard Achilles' name on the pod, and he's a favorite of broadcasters.
That's a fantastic name for sure. Vikings, couple guys.
I should have named my kids Achilles.
Yeah, right. The Vikings of St. Elizabeth, you want to keep an eye out on senior number 6, Nick Mancini. Senior number 9, Jose Maldonado, the quarterback. Sophomore, Cole Andrews. And then, as Mike mentioned, number 44, Ryan McCormick. He'll get some carries at fullback, and you'll be hearing his name a lot on the defensive side of the football. He's a tackling machine for the St. Elizabeth Vikings.
They brought the band, Pat.
The band is out, and
That was a great-looking band.
It's a great-looking band here for Christiana. They're playing them out with the fight song. We'll take our first commercial break here while the national anthem is played. When we come back, kickoff here from Abessinio Stadium between Christiana and St. Elizabeth.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues.
And we're back here, a little Thursday night football here on Delaware Live Sports. Christiana and St. Elizabeth in the battle of the Vikings here at Abessinio Stadium.
Nick.
The Vikings of St. Elizabeth won the toss. They deferred into the second half. So they will be kicking off to Christiana to start this one off. Back deep for Christiana. Number 1, Jeremiah McAllister. Number 5, Javion Pollard on the kick for the Vikings. I believe is number 25, Justin Bazo.
Yeah, the soccer keeper.
And he kicks one away, and we are underway. That one is partially fumbled by Pollard. He picks it up. He looks to get across the 20. He bounces off the tackle. He's got the sideline here, Mike. He's at the 30, 35, 40, midfield, 45. He gets past Bazo, 15, 10, 5, and what a start for Christiana.
Unbelievable return for Pat. They had him 4 times back. He fumbled the kickoff. He still picks it up, bounces around. They don't wrap up. He got the side. He tiptoed down that sideline. Bazo was the last line of defense. And where that took 17 seconds, that's how long that return was. And
Yeah.
Christiana to a great start.
93-yard return. As you said, Mike, Pollard had a little bit trouble fielding it, but he stayed with it, bounced off a few tackles at about the 17-yard line, and he just outran Angles there. Heck of a start, 4-2 Christiana Vikings.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Christiana coaches are going to tell these guys, you had them. You got to wrap them up.
Bradley Dunk is coming in to attempt the extra point. The voice just cracked there. You gotta love that. Snap is high. He picks it up. All right, here comes Dunk around the corner. He is
What a
hit,
tackle.
and it is no good. That's a big-time hit out there.
Is that Mancini? I think
Jose
that got him.
Maldonado.
Oh, is it Maldonado? Okay, number 9.
Came up with 6th in Christiana in a blink of an eye, Mike.
Yeah, and how about that Pollard wants to be on top place next week already?
Yeah.
I think he's got a good shot.
Yeah, anytime you see a return for a touchdown, man, it gets electric for sure.
Wow, that was a great start for, I'm going to say for the Vikings. I can't be wrong. The red and blue, the red and blue Vikings off to a fantastic start, and now we'll see what they get to do on defense. If you're Christiana, if you're St. E's, you just got to go ahead and play. You can't let this sit in your mind, and get into your head. You got to go play your game, and just it's early. You stop the extra point, so there's a positive there. If you're St. E's.
Yeah, it comes down to wrapping up and tackling. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm with you on this. The Viking, you're used to calling the teams by their name.
Yeah.
Here tonight, you're going to have to call it by the school name, man, to separate the two out.
Christiana volleyball was at St. Elizabeth volleyball yesterday. I decided to stop by.
Yeah.
And I was writing a story, and I'm like, well, I can't use Vikings. So it was a lot of St. Elizabeth's and Christiana or St. E's. There's not really much nickname for Christiana. It's pretty much Christiana. So that's a great start for Christiana. Here's a line drive kickoff, and that's off of a Viking.
Yeah, that it is.
Off of a Maroon Viking.
Here comes St. Elizabeth. That ball popped out, Mike. That ball popped out. Let's see who had it.
Have it.
Let's see, and they do. What a nightmare of a start for St. E's. What a hot start for Christiana. Special teams, they take one back, and then they force a fumble. What's going on out here?
Yeah, I don't know, Pat. It's about as bad a start for St. E's as you can imagine, and a great start for Christiana. And they're going to have the ball at looks around the 18-yard line of St. Elizabeth. Now, I've seen the Vikings.
About 10 yards off, Mike, but you're
the 28-yard line. Sorry, I'm still learning my numbers. And they did play some. I've seen them play some great defense this year. They stuffed some teams. They really held Charter last week in a 14-0 loss, and like I said, 7 of those points were a defensive touchdown. So, the series is not over.
We're going to have to keep an eye out for this offense here for Christiana. They can put some points up. Keith Glasgow, number 7, is the quarterback. He's going to droll back, look to pass, makes one man miss, throws it up, and it's almost intercepted. It dropped.
Yeah, that's
there. Number 56, Nicholas Florencio.
Florencio had a lot of real estate in front of him. Maybe got ahead of himself and just never really had that ball. But a little hop pass on that one by the quarterback. Is that Ikes? What's his name?
Glasgow. Ikes Glasgow.
Ikes Glasgow. Yeah, he beat Glasgow last week. That's just not right.
He did. He took the namesake down for sure.
Man, I think this is the first time. I think I heard since 2009 that Christiana has beaten both Newark and Glasgow in the same year.
How about that?
You just got to feel good for Christiana to have a season like this. It's been a tough road for those Vikings.
That it has, dominating the greater Newark area. Here is a run on 2nd down and 10. That's a good run, about 6-7 yards there.
Late flag.
I think.
But it was a nice run. It was number 34.
Oh, we don't have that.
We don't have on the roster.
You gotta love when that happens, Mike. You gotta love that.
Maybe we can find out at halftime.
I'm gonna have to try. It's a hold against Christiana.
Unless that late flag, it's actually right around the line of scrimmage. So that's going to mark off the full 10, it looks like, from the 28. Smart move here by the St. E's coaching staff to take the yardage. So, Pat, we're not even a minute into the game yet. We've had a kick return for a touchdown, and a fumble kickoff, and our first penalty. Pat, I know you used to working with Glenn. It's a little bit of a change for you.
It is. I'm trying to confirm some numbers down here to see if we can get that tail back. I'm looking for a 10 to see if we've got Marquise Haskins. If we don't, maybe that's him. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're here. Glasgow, drop it back to pass. He's hit as he throws, puts it up in the air, knocked away. Let's see. Some contact, and they're going to let that one go.
Yeah, I don't think that was interference. The St. E's had 3 defensive backs, and they were in position. I think it was Nehemiah Hamilton was he was the man directly on the receiver.
It was good coverage out there.
Yeah, I think Andrews is back there as well.
Ball was a little bit underthrown. He's hit as he threw that one.
Yeah, I don't think there was any interference. They were fighting for position to catch the ball.
3rd down and 20. Yeah, Glenn's got the night off. We're doing the Odessa and Howard football game tomorrow.
Well,
that should be a good one.
That should be a good one. I'll be here watching the South. Spreading the 302 love everywhere.
Glasgow in the gun. He's going to drop back the pass, jump pass again. This is a screen. And in the middle of the field, looking to make something happen, getting down to the 25 is number 5, Javion Pollard. And that'll send up a 4th down and 7. Nice little play right there for Christiana.
Yeah, that's 2 of those little hot passes. He had some room on the screen. Huge. If you can have a huge down 2 minutes into the game, this is it for St. E's. You really need to stop here, much for a confidence boost as anything. But Christiana, they got some big dudes on that team, Pat. That offensive line is rather large.
That's a nice 3rd down play to set up 4th and manageable. Let's see what Glasgow can do. He's in the gun, 2-by-2 set. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to float one out to the flat, no one home, and the St. E's Vikings defense withstands there. It's turnover on downs to give the ball over to St. Elizabeth.
And I think the guy in the down marker is doing a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, that young man is doing good out there in uniform. But right there, Mike, looked like just a little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver.
Yeah, he threw it, and there was actually 2 St. E's players a little bit closer.
And now
2 passes out into the flat. Hasn't really had much luck out there yet.
We'll see the St. Elizabeth offense for the first time, led behind number 15 sophomore quarterback Cole Andrews.
And turnovers have been a problem for St. E's, so they're going to need to hang on to the ball.
You got Mancini in the back.
And McCormick,
field.
It looks like.
McCormick as the up back. Motion coming. It's a pass. Andrews, nothing there. Oh, he turns it over. He just flips it up. It's picked up, and it's scored. Look, it's Jordan Payne, number 23, picking it up and putting it in. And that's a tough one right there.
Yeah, well, we just mentioned the
turnovers.
Problem with the turnovers. You know, problem with the headset. And and there it is. Okay, so there, as he just, instead of just going down with the ball, he tried to get rid of it. And it didn't go well.
Yeah, it's a tough play right there. Heads up play, though, by Jordan Payne. He scoops and scores for 6. Oh, no, he didn't. What's going on here? I thought did my eyes deceive me?
I don't know.
We got a penalty? We do.
Incomplete pass? They're calling that an incomplete pass, which is going to bring it back out to about the 23-yard line.
So then we're probably going to get intentional grounding then.
Yeah, you'd have to get grounding.
Well, he definitely did not make it back to the line of scrimmage, that's for sure.
And there was no receiver nearby. I'm shocked that the underhand throw like that is allowed. That's news to me. You know, you learn something new every day, Mike.
So it's going to be the yardage and a loss of down here for the Vikings.
Well, that's a break for St. E's, Jack.
Yeah, they'll take that over 6 points.
St. E's is lining up like they're
just not aware. They're just not aware of what's going on right now. The chains aren't set. The officials haven't marked the penalty. They haven't even announced the penalty yet, but I'm assuming you're going to get intentional grounding here.
Yeah, the white hat out there is moving everybody where they need to be.
The chains should stay up where they originally were.
It's hard to find good help these days.
I mean, that's one of those where you're just anticipating, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I didn't see a flag when he ran the ball in the end zone.
No, and the head official.
We could give him the replay.
I was saying the head official called it a touchdown. So the penalty flag and the
We see who the coach is talking to is not the white hat.
incomplete pass must have been called by someone else.
All right, so I believe we should get the official announcement here of intentional grounding.
Oh, that puts St. E's way, way back.
Way back, but it takes points off the board for Christiana.
They're at the 5-yard line.
And a loss of down. So 2nd down and 30 for St. Elizabeth. Single tailback. And they'll go to McCormick up the middle. And he picks up 5 yards there on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and 25.
Trying to get a little bit of room. So that was a nice 5-yard run. They don't throw the ball a whole lot, St. E's.
No,
So even on a big 3rd down here, they may stick with the ground.
and if you do, you'll see it out of your traditional Delaware wing tee, your waggles and things of that nature is really what you're seeing from the passing game there.
Nothing like a quarterback waggle
Yes, Jay.
from our
Gotta
Madden days.
You got to sell the run fake and be able to throw on the run. McCormick, the single setback, double wing. And they'll just go with the sweep, and Christiana is all over it. They are not fooled. Looks like leading the way out there, number 55, Charles Fonbula.
I was trying to see who ran, if that was Mancini
It was
or
Mancini, it looked like here from up here. And that's going to be 4th down and a green mile, Mike.
that's right. Well, Cole Andrews is the punter, so you know he's got good hands. And he's a tall kid. He's got a pretty good leg.
Back deep to return for Christiana once again is Pollard, and he already showed you how dangerous he can be as a return man. Andrews gets the punt away. It's a decent punt. It's going to be fielded short by Jeremiah McAllister. He goes through the middle, looks to get to the far sideline. He's at the 20, the 15. He's hit at about the 12, and he's going to go down at the 10. There is a penalty marker at the 20, Mike. We'll see what that is.
It was a great job by McAllister not to let that hit the ground. I think the way it was spinning, it would have picked up another 10, 15 yards on that. So he catches it, crosses the field, and he's got the Maroon Vikings chasing him. And if it's not for that, I'm going to assume a legal block here. They're knocking on the door. They're still going to be knocking on the door, but they're just a little further away from the entrance. The penalties, an early penalty here on Christiana. This one looks like it's really going to hurt. It's going to cost them about almost 20 yards.
Yeah, it was a 10-yard penalty from the spot, and as Mike said, they'll get 1st and 10 here at the St. Elizabeth 29.
But I think Christiana has seen some openings of what they can do if they get guys out in space. You know, St. East has not tackled yet.
Christiana's had some golden opportunities. They're going to want to put some more points on the board for sure. Let's see what they do. Glasgow, he pitches it back. This looks to be Pollard. He comes
There we
around,
go.
crosses the 30 down to the 28. It's about a 2-yard gain.
A nice tackle by Carucci on that one, catching up to him.
Carucci did a good job skating the line. Only 1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Christiana.
And Christiana, they brought the whole package. The cheerleaders, band, got a good crowd out there. Decent crowd over on the
Yes.
St. East side. This is
Yeah.
a nice crowd here at Abessinio on a Thursday.
It is.
A little chilly out. It's football weather, I think that's what people call it.
If only we're going to have to find out number 34, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, can't have everything, can we?
That's right. He's lined up back there quite a bit. We'll see what we can do during the timeout break. This is Pollard around the left side. Skates his way across the 25. Picks up about 4 on the play. Can bring up 3rd down and 5 for Christiana.
Yeah, maybe one tackler missed, but I think St. East did a good job catching up to him and holding on this time. And if they can hold again, this is a confidence builder for the St. East defense. But they can't play with this field position all night.
No, you're right. And that's what I'm saying. Christiana right here, they're going to want to get some more points with these opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't get them. 3 short field opportunities. One was a kickoff
And
return
they
for touchdown.
thought they had another touchdown,
Yeah.
too. But
Right. Here on the speed sweep, and it's going to be kept. Looked like that was a wildcat formation. To get down to the 20, it's going to depend on the spot. It looks like the carry was by number 4, Trayvon Wilson.
yeah, he's really close. Looks like 4th and a yard.
And it looks like they're going to bring maybe the jumbo package checking in. There's our number 10, Marquez Haskins checking in.
We'll do some sleuthing at halftime, figure out who 34 is.
See if we can do that before.
I'm sure somebody out in front here knows.
We'll be able to figure it out. We'll put Nick Halliday. We'll put our cameraman on it.
So, Pat, I think you might see them just pull it straight up the middle here.
So we got an I formation. We're going to put Glasgow under center. And it looks like maybe a legal motion. Or timeout. Timeout here by Christiana.
Saw something they didn't like, and, better to use the timeout than to lose 5 yards.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, resumption here, first quarter of play. 6-0 Christiana.
Doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic.
And we're back here, folks, fresh out of the timeout. Christiana on top 6-0 and a 4th and 1 here, Mike, with 5:25 to go in the first. Smart time out there. Make sure you get yourself the proper play here on this big 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going on lip reading right now, Pat, but and they changed their formation. It looks like a tush push.
Look at this. And they do. They QB sneak it. They
They
get it.
got
by
it and a lot more.
This.
Holy cow.
It's electric football out there, Mike.
That Tecmo Bowl or
Yep.
whatever.
That's a 5-yard gain and a first down here for the Christiana Vikings. I like that. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, that pile moved about 6 yards.
If you get the sneak, I mean, it's a pretty hard play to stop.
Yeah, especially with the size of that line. I mean, this is who's number 60 out there for Christiana.
Big Cameron McClellan, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, he's got the right side covered.
Glasgow in the gun. Play action, steps up in a pocket. Now he rolls out. Good pocket presence. Glasgow going to scramble. He's looking, takes a hit.
Oh.
He's knocked down. Hamilton comes up to finish it off from his cornerback spot, Mike.
Yeah, good job by Nehemiah. I got some help there from Nick Florencio. And I believe Constantine Bancroft also on the tackle. And good job there to close. Looked like a pretty good hole.
It was a good
I mean,
work.
second and really no gain, so it's
Yeah.
like no gain.
Well, and Glasgow did a good job. He didn't turn the football over, and that's always a positive, right? Just
Yeah,
live to play the next down.
Why take a chance?
Right. Second down and 10. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
We've been looking to our right the entire time, Pat. The whole quarter's taking place right here. Glasgow with a single back. The mysterious 34. I think
We
he may
got
have a
him. We
name.
did.
Pollard's
We
got
did.
it, but nice play there by Ryan McCormick for the tackle.
Tackling machine, Ryan McCormick.
So McCormick breaks through the line, and he gets a hold and drops him for about a 6 or 7 yard loss.
Number 34 is Christian Pendleton. Maybe he
All
got
right.
the call up from JV.
We ask and we shall receive.
Yep, might have got the call up from JV. I will say that their roster, they only have 24 players listed on their websites for sports, and I think they got more than 24
And that looks
players.
like more than 24 to me.
So I think they maybe got some JV guys up here to round out the roster.
That's definitely more than 24. Nice
Glasgow
pass.
down the middle, and it's intercepted. It ball sailed on him.
He's got blockers.
And this is Mancini.
Mancini's
He's
gone.
got the sideline. He's at the 50 to 40. Tries to cut back.
Oh, I didn't.
And he goes down at the 30-yard line. There is a penalty marker on the play, but big time possession switch right there for St. Elizabeth.
I didn't see Glasgow, who kind of cut Mancini off, but good job by Nick stepping in front of that pass and finally moving St. E's into some positive field position. Now, how far back is it going to come? We're going to find out. But they got the ball, and for them, that's the important thing.
Personal foul. Looks like a personal foul face mask.
So
on
we're
the
going this
play.
way instead.
So it looks like we're going to now the thing is I don't know if that's going to be a half a distance or I mean either way 15 yards is right at the 15. So I guess you know.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
30 to the 15.
So big time momentum shift is the St. Elizabeth Vikings now are in the red zone at the Christiana 15 and after Christiana had 3 golden opportunities here.
Yeah, I love Mancini's energy. The kid's got a motor that just doesn't quit. He cares on every single down. And it's clear if you're out on the sideline watching these guys, you can hear it out there.
Andrews will give it off to McCormick. He goes up the middle. That's a 5-yard gain on the fullback dive. That's been their most successful play of their very few offensive plays so far.
That's a great job by McCormick and by the line. Picked up about, 4?
4, yeah, about 4. Second down and 6. And St. East can find themselves tied with a chance to go ahead despite the disastrous start that they've had. Andrews gives this one off. This is Maldonado. He's got the edge. Will he get there? See, he's in.
I think he's in.
St. Elizabeth, the senior tailback, Jose Maldonado, comes in motion on the speed sweep. Mike is able to find the edge and rush it in for an 11-yard score.
They needed that, and they did a great job. Mancini set him up with the INT. Then they picked up the 5 yards, and Maldonado, I'm going to say he made it look easy, but he got to that end, and they just weren't going to catch him. He got tackled into the end zone, so there you go. Bazo has a really nice leg, so they have a shot here to go ahead.
Bazo is lined up. Takes it straight on. It's blocked. It's blocked. We're going to blow it dead. I'll tell you what, that would have been impressive just to watch. I mean, that ball went right into Kevin Martinez Lorenzo's stomach. He catches it and was off to the races. He may have a stomach ache after that one, Jay.
We've been hearing on the field because we had the game that we did where a guy returned an extra point. I think it was at Apo, right?
Yeah.
And now when I'm on the field, I hear the referees tell these guys, you can't return an extra point. But that's a great job by St. East. Pat, they've been outplayed thus far, and their defense has really come up big. Nothing bigger than that INT by Nick Mancini that set them up for a TD. Now they got to play some defense on the returns.
Yeah, the defense has they've given Christiana the ball on the plus side of the field twice, and they've forced a turnover on downs and then the interception. As you said, the difference being the 93-yard kick return for a touchdown on the previous kickoff. Let's see what they do here on this one.
Well, I think they might go away from Pollard. That might be the first strategy, but we'll see.
Answer.
They got 3 returners back there, which you don't often see.
Bazo set to kick this one off. And he will pooch this one. He will pooch it. That's not a bad kick. It is fielded by McAllister. And he bounces it outside.
Maldonado got him, I think.
Good tackle there by Maldonado as McAllister tried to bounce it out and couldn't quite do it. So 25-yard line is where Christiana will take over, 1st and 10.
Well, now you can see the Christiana Vikings work with some space behind there. That's a good job by the St. Elizabeth Vikings and Maldonado to get on that. You see maybe things come together a little bit for St. E's after a wobbly start. But this is about what I expected tonight, a real tough battle so far. Pat, we got 1:53 to go in quarter number 1.
We're still not done the first quarter. That's a good point, Mike. All right, looks like we're going to have Wildcat formation. This is Wilson lined up in the gun. Pistol formation, Pendleton behind him. He'll take the snap. He's going to throw this one. Far sideline. Couple broken tackles. We'll see. That ball's loose. Ball's loose, Mike, and it's picked up. Oh, my Lord. It's picked up by Pollard, and he may have first down yardage on that.
Well, sometimes things go your way, and they forced the fumble and picked up about 8 yards on the fumble.
You just don't see it every day. 1st and 10 here for Christiana.
I mean, that got all the way up to the 37-yard line, so a 12-yard pickup.
As Jay alluded to, we got playoff implications here in this game, so these teams are, St. E's is desperate to try and get their season turned around, and Christiana is trying to continue a really successful start for this program. Staying in, Wilson's going to stay in at quarterback here. Motion man coming, and this is Pollard, and there's a penalty marker and a false start. That's twice now on motion. They've gotten false start penalties.
Yeah. I think Jay's going to be heading to the bunker at some point.
Bunker. The bunker's probably feeling good, isn't it, Jay?
I was in there all day today once I got up.
Did you refresh it in the offseason?
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Cleaned it up a little bit?
I'll tell you what.
Dusted?
My notes are a lot easier to read this year for some reason.
That Catholic school education, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Penmanship. It's all about penmanship.
He's going to bring the motion man and Pollard. He's going to give it to him on a counter, and McCormick is shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
Tackle
He's
for
excited,
loss.
huh?
What effort there. And we told you, Mike, this young man, 44, he wearing the great number of Eric Patton, who was also all over the field during his playing days at St. E's. But McCormick is a one-man wrecking crew on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he's got about the most energy of just about any high school player that I've run across. It's kind of, he's like the coaches want, sometimes they have to corral that energy, Pat, but you'd rather have a kid who doesn't need to be, ignited. He's already going,
Absolutely, and we're done with quarter number one. The score remains tied here. It's 6-6 as we head to the second quarter. We'll take a commercial break and be right back right here on Delaware Live Sports. Back here, folks. Second quarter action coming at you. 6-6 between St. E's and Christiana, Mike, and it's been a fun one. It's been an interesting one. Is the way that I think to describe this.
Yeah, Christiana looked like they said, hey, we're just gonna come here and run away with it. St. E's said, not so fast, and here we are tied.
They went not so fast, my friend Lee Corso. As Glasgow will complete the ball. It's Pendleton across the middle. And there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what this is. Oh, no penalty. That fell out of the back pocket, it looks like. So that play will count. And it will bring up a 4th down and 9 for Christiana. And a decision. They're going to bring the punt team out. In a 6-6 ball game.
I think what St. E saw there, Pat, was 3rd and long. They could afford to give up a few yards and still be safe.
Yeah, and you know what? They played that safe defense, and they gave up a few yards to force the down. You're right, Mike.
It was about an 8-yard pass, but 4th and 9, they're looking at a punt.
And the punt is away. It's a good one. Coming up is Mancini. He makes one man miss. He's going through the middle. He's across midfield. He's got the sideline. Across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, St. Elizabeth.
67-yard touchdown return. And the special teams getting the job done tonight for both teams.
How about that? They get a return of their own. Nick Mancini. He had the big interception in the first quarter, and he starts the second quarter off with a 67-yard punt return for a touchdown. And St. Elizabeth, despite the struggle there to start the quarter off, now has a lead in this game, 12-6.
This has been really entertaining. This has been a fun game to watch. I'm sure the coaches may differ, but this is what I like from St. E's is they responded. They fell behind 17 seconds in, and they played defense, and they got a call that helped them out, which goes both ways, and now they've answered and they lead. It looks like they're going for 2.
And they will. Up 12-6, single back formation, 2 receivers to that far side, and that's an illegal. That was all over the place. You had 2 guys in motion. The snap didn't quite make it there. It's going to be an illegal shift here against the Vikings. And
they just declined.
They're going to decline it. Yeah, why not? I mean,
not going to give him another shot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a dead ball.
He said decline, but
Okay.
I agree with you, Jay. But
All right, yeah, it's not. Apparently, Mike, it is a live ball, so.
Oh, boy. Well, it's 10:44 to go in the second, and it's 12-6.
you get the feeling that could turn in a real hurry.
Well, absolutely. I have a feeling this isn't the last scoring that we're going to see here tonight, Mike. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to look up at the sky. I wonder, is it a full moon tonight? There's been some funky stuff.
Oh, isn't tonight that the harvest moon or something?
The harvest? Maybe it is.
I know there was a big moon last night when I came out of work.
There was.
So.
This is it's an interesting game for these 2 teams, and who's gonna seize the momentum? Right now, it's on the St. Elizabeth side. Bazo on to kick it off.
I think what Bazo would really like is to put it through the end zone, but trying to avoid these returns. Let's see where this one goes. Chip shot again.
And, I mean, that's an open spot in the field. It's not the worst strategy, but look at this. And we're going tit for tat on the returns here, Mike. Unbelievable. Trayvon Wilson answers right back. I told you the scoring wouldn't be done. 12-12.
So that's about a 65 or 68-yard return on the touchdown. And, Pat, this is something else.
What an answer. Christiana looking to get to 5 wins on the season.
Are we going to see the Smyrna way of kicking the rest of the game by both teams just all onside kicks?
Just all kicks out of bounds.
2 kickoff returns already?
And a punt return. I mean, that's 3 of them.
Well, they didn't go to 5, that's for sure. It's not Pollard.
3 special teams touchdowns in the first 14 minutes of this one.
I hear the fans out there, Pat, talking about, I've never seen this before. It sure is entertaining, that's for sure. Maybe not for the coaches.
Now Christiana's going to line up to go for 2. Glasgow under center. He'll take the snap. He's going to roll out. He's got a guy wide open in the flat, and he does a great job of just getting it to him. 2-point conversion, good. I'm waiting to see the number on who caught that one. And it looks like it was.
Yeah, I couldn't see the number.
Looks like it was number 9, Kevin Martinez Lorenzo, the man who blocked the extra point on the first touchdown. He gets the 2-point conversion here. He's the difference in this game right now.
Well, now the most dangerous part, they have to kick off.
This
has been a free-for-all on special teams around here.
That is 14-12. Christiana on top here.
This is what the 3-class system brings out. The energy in the building, great 1A matchup here, and we're seeing it all. Exciting plays.
There we are. Exciting stuff
This
for
has
sure.
been, you got that right, man. This has been a lot of fun. Now we'll see what they do with their kickoff. Probably try to avoid Mancini.
And they're going to kick it right to him.
Right at him.
Do it again, Nick. And he fumbled. Oh, are we going to have the same thing occur? Mancini.
Oh, no.
At the 40, he's at midfield. He's going to run through the kicker, but that's a great tackle by the kicker. And the Vikings of St. Elizabeth
get Mancini off
that's
that
That's a
sideline.
celebration because that was a nice. That was great by
They had to get Nick off that sideline, and
Bradley Dunk came up and made the hit.
that was a great tackle.
It was.
I mean, he was gone. I mean, the kicker held back specifically for that, obviously what the kickers do.
Yeah.
And he made a great stop.
How about a difference between the kickers? The last kicker, he wanted no part of it, kind of.
And he dropped that kickoff, picked it up and got
That's
a
what I'm
scene.
saying. It was like a scene out of a movie. Dunk makes the touchdown-saving tackle. St. East has got good field position, however, at the Christiana 43. They're going to give this one to Maldonado. He's going to cut up and
Still going.
drag defenders across the 35, almost down to the 30. It's going to be first down yardage. A heck of a first down run. And there's a penalty. I wonder if they're going to call delay of game here.
Yep, I'm with you.
I'm
there,
not sure.
Pat.
I was looking at my notebook for a second. I saw some players jumping up and down celebrating. That normally is not the call.
Well, he had the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering.
Yep, I'm with you, Pat. I think it's delay game.
Maybe a delay.
And unsportsmanlike.
Oh, so
I
that's
guess
gonna be
what they call
15.
that.
Foul on St. E's.
Unsportsmanlike. So that kind of derails the great first down run.
So they'll get the first down. It's
And
going to be first and
yeah,
25,
that-
right?
That actually hurts even more because, right, not only did you lose yardage, but the yard markers get to stay. Oh, nope, they're going to change it. It's going to be, I guess because it was a dead ball, so first and 10.
Okay, that's actually better for St. E's.
Chain gang doing their work down there. Got two Gary Annie's
Yeah,
guys
you
down
should
there
buy
doing
them
it.
pizza.
Tell you what.
Actually, the guy here in front of us, those two should buy you pizza.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Well, you know, the older gentleman there, he's got a new knee down there, so he's moving gracefully.
That's awesome.
And
Oh, nice
Mancini
tackle.
is swallowed up in the middle there.
At 54?
That was Richard Jones, the junior defensive tackle, coming up with the play.
I think Christiana defense is tired of getting picked apart.
That's it. And, well, so far, it's who could get into space. Up the middle there, not a whole lot of success. This Christiana defense has got the middle kind of shut down. Second down and 11 here.
Are you not entertained?
That's it.
This has
Gladiator.
been a fun one, yeah.
It has. It has, folks. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night. Who wants to watch an NFL game? You got great high school football here.
Honestly, forgot they were playing.
That's right. And we got a
reverse?
counter crisscross, and they got the edge. This is Nehemiah Hamilton.
Wait,
And
Andrews.
it's going to come back. It's going to be a hold. Hamilton gets pushed out at about the 11, but there's a penalty marker at the 35. I think on the edge they're going to get a hold here.
Yeah, Cole Andrews is his lead blocker out there.
That's a tough one. Looks like they're going to get, again, the receiver or the tight end out there with a hold. St. E's getting in their own way right here, Mike, on this drive. Two big penalties.
Yeah, it's just and the first one, that's the one you really, if you're a coach, the holdings happen. But what the good news, second down, they end up gaining about 4 yards, but they lost a lot of yardage. Big play, but in first down about the 11, as you said.
Second down and 8 here from the 45. And they're going to have to hurry get this play in. A little bit of time here in the huddle. Andrews will get under center. McCormick the single back, double wing. And he's going to drop back, quick pass. He's going to float one up. And it is
caught.
caught. Maldonado's got it.
Oh, he's still going.
Broke a tackle and a touchdown. What an individual effort by Maldonado. Good ball by Andrews. And they're going back and forth here, Mike.
I
That's
heard
a
whistles.
barn
I
burner.
was looking for the flag, but they're just blowing the whistle because the play's over.
Yep.
This is unreal, Jay. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He threw that ball up, and he went up. He got it at the highest point. He somehow kept his feet in bounds right there on the sideline and took it to the house.
Broke a tackle, too.
These kids must have known they were going to be on 302 tonight because they're bringing the entertainment, that's for sure.
Hey, they're bringing the boom, like the Costco family. This game's a boom. It's not a doom, Mike. Are you familiar with the Costco family?
I don't believe so.
I gotta show you. It's a sight it's a sight, all right.
It's going for
two.
two.
McCormick.
He's in.
He may got chopped down.
No
He
good.
did. What a job by that
That's-
Christiana defense.
Now saying he's 0 for 3 on conversion attempts.
I couldn't quite see who came up with the tackle there, but that's a heck of a stop.
Yeah, I thought Ryan had just gotten enough on that second effort, but we're up here, and that line judge is right there.
So Christiana chops them down. It's St. E's 18, Christiana 14. It's a good old-fashioned barn burner.
Yeah, I expect the score to change in about 35 seconds.
At Abessinio Stadium. Well, what's the strategy here, right? I mean, Christiana's
I kick it out of bounds.
The kickoffs have
I'm seriously going to kick it out of bounds. Just make them. Their offense hasn't really done too much.
They can force the
and
re-kick.
force them to keep re-kicking.
I remember at a Sally's game one time, Smyrna kicking off at their own 10-yard line.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
That was this year, yeah.
Never
Well,
seen anything like that.
I don't know. You can't let those guys. I mean, they have the up back, number 4. Who's that? Wilson and Pollard. You can't let those three. That triangle cannot get the ball. So you got to go closer and closer to the sideline, I think.
Bazo's got to get creative.
Or a ground ball here.
Let's
Maybe
see.
recover a ground ball.
Maybe that's the strat. Let's see what they do. Bazo lines up, and he's going
That's trouble.
They're going to take their shot here. This is McAllister. And he makes one man miss. Makes two men miss. And then McCormick gets his paws on him. And he's the short tackler on the St. Elizabeth team. And he tackles him about the 31-yard line.
That's a dangerous game they're playing.
It is. It is. Tackling's an art form, Mike. It's a skill. It's one of the most important ones to have here in this game.
And it started at the
St. E's
34.
being challenged
They
here.
got decent field position here at the 34. The St. E's, you just wonder, these kids from St. E's play offense, defense, and special teams. This takes a lot out of them, but they're young. They got a lot of energy. Pat, you probably did it when you were here.
I was special teams, and I played on defense my senior year. I don't know how the heck I could do all three sides. That'd be tough. Trevon Wilson, he's in the backfield, and he is swallowed
Is that
up.
Carucci?
And that is Dominic Carucci.
He broke through that line. Yeah, we've been singing the praises. Christiana's line, Carucci just got right through there, and now two Christiana Vikings kind of collided there and held the play up a little bit, but Carucci got through and made the play.
A big sophomore tackle for loss. It's about a 6-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 16 for Christiana.
7.5 here in the first half. There's been a lot of clock stoppages for touchdowns.
There has.
But what an entertaining night so far.
Glasgow. He'll take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to go to the far sideline. It's dropped.
That's tough.
And I think the receiver there, that was Jeremiah McAllister. He just got a little ahead of himself, was looking downfield, it looked like, Jay, before he caught the ball.
Yeah, exactly right, Pat. He just looked downfield and unfortunately dropped the ball. But I like that play call on 2nd and long to try that wide receiver screen.
Hey, maybe you break a tackle
Yep.
and, a 5-yard gain turns into a 10-yard gain or more. Yeah, exactly.
This is a huge play. I think this is one of the most important plays. It's because they're 4th and 16. They're going to punt, but you don't want to give up a first down if you're Christiana. You get a first down. That's a huge momentum shift.
Trips to the near side. They're going to bring a man in motion. That's Pollard. He's then going to orbit back out. They're going to run the screen pass. And still ring around the rosy pocket full of poses.
He's the whirling dervish out there, Pat.
It was. Tackle there for minimal gain, if any. Looks like on there, number 14, I see in there, Terrence Williams, amongst others. Hamilton was in there. Carucci was in around there. And it'll be 4th and long. Here comes the punt unit.
Now, we've been talking about Christiana's return game. St. E's return game has been on. Mm-hmm. So you get both teams wondering, what do we do here? Now, the punt's a little different than a kickoff.
And this one's
Line
away.
drive.
1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop, 4. Here we go. Here comes across midfield
Mancini.
is Mancini.
Do we have a
Christiana 48, It'll be a 1st and 10
Okay,
for
the
St. E's.
Referee just dropped a beanbag to mark the spot. I thought he was picking up
Yeah.
a flag. That's good field position. Mancini, you see a lot of teams just start yelling poison. Not him.
No.
Not tonight.
And you know
Fourth
what?
bounce.
I appreciate
Yep,
that,
I
man.
do
I mean,
too.
not a lot of guys do that anymore. Although you're starting to see it come back, Jay. I feel like
It
guys are
has.
starting to return punts again,
Yep,
finally.
absolutely.
But there was a decade there where everybody was scared to death of the football. It felt like.
Yeah, it's because his punt returns are fun to watch.
Andrews, he'll give this one on a sweep. Hamilton just decides there's nothing out there. I'm going to try and get forward here, get north-south, and get what I can. And what he could get was 1 yard. So 2nd down and 9 here for St. E's.
Thinking about looking at timeouts remaining, it looks like St. E's has all 3, and Christiana has 2. I mean, this could be I think every point, obviously, tonight is always important to get points. But with the way this game is going, if you can build a 10-point lead here or more for St. E's, that's huge.
And there's going to be a penalty marker here. It's probably a false start against the Vikings.
I think it's supposed to warm up, Pat, isn't it, tomorrow? We're supposed to get a little bit,
That's what I've
It is
heard.
tomorrow.
little warmer
That's
weather.
what I
It's-
heard.
And it's almost 80 on Saturday.
We had a little bit of I had to turn the heat on in the house, and I'm not
Well-
real happy about
Well,
that.
that's it. I literally yesterday, and it's my fault. I've been very good at looking at the 10-day forecast, but I did not this week, and I changed out the summer clothes for the winter clothes, and of course it's going to be 80 degrees, so I got business decisions to make. I think we're going to go with the light sweatpants and a T-shirt on Saturday. Is what we're going to go.
Uh-oh.
with. Oh, that's not good. Snap over Maldonado's head. He is going to fall on him. That's another big loss, and this drive has derailed for St. Elizabeth.
I had to break.
We got extracurriculars.
Just get away, young men. Pat had to break out the winter shorts this week.
You are the winter shorts guy.
Yeah, it's me and Dan Ritter.
Yeah. You guys.
Who you'll see tomorrow night.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
That's why Dan and I get along so well. I think Tom Beto's in shorts today too.
Is he over there? Let's see.
Yeah, Beto's here. I saw him before the game.
He is in shorts. Look at that.
3rd and Claymont, baby.
3rd. That's. You know what? We'll go with Claymont. Let's go 3rd in Claymont Steak Shop.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to get a little Claymont steak right about now. If anybody's listening, 1 Abessinio away, Wilmington, Delaware.
3rd and Insight, or whatever that pharmaceutical
Yeah.
company is at the top of the hill.
That's a long 3rd. you're saying he's
Coverage
just-
is not here for Christiana. They don't have anyone in the slot here.
They got a wide
Let's see
open
what
receiver
St.
there,
E's
don't they?
does with it. And there's a timeout by Christiana. That's
And
a
he noticed that he had a wide open receiver
Yes.
over here.
Mancini was uncovered in the slot. And they did a good job, Christiana, of recognizing that call.
St. East is about snapping that ball, too. That was last second timeout. Now, what that means for Christiana, I'm sure they'll take the trade-off, is when they get the ball back, they're going to be missing the timeout.
That is true. 3:57 to go. They're going to regroup, make sure they're lined up properly here on the defensive side of the ball. And St. E's, right now you're just looking to get a big chunk, maybe even just let the clock move. Looked like they were lined up with a rollout pass.
Well, they had the call for that right side.
They
and
did.
the receivers were 2-on-1.
Yes.
You had a receiver and a blocker already out there. Yeah, I see. That's a great call by Christiana to recognize that. It was plain as day. It's right in front of them.
So here we go. 3rd down. And as Mike said, Claymont
Claymont, baby.
here for St. Elizabeth.
But now they have everybody
Andrews
covered.
He's going to roll out. He's going to do a throwback
he's
pass
wide
to
open.
Mancini's open is right, and he's knocked out
Now.
of bounds at around the original line of scrimmage.
That's going to be a
So,
first down.
4th and 10. It's the original line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
I'm sorry, the original line of scrimmage.
It
yeah.
happens, Mike. It's not.
I'm getting old.
It's okay, my friend. It's all right. Actually, they got a little bit more. So 4th and 8. And the thing with the Vikings is Their quarterback's their punter, so not a whole lot of shifting going to happen here. Now, look, they have not enough guys on the field for Christiana.
And they're just dropping guys back now.
They're going to throw it, and wide open down the sideline.
Oh, he
what
caught
a
it.
throw, what a catch.
Beautiful pass.
Believe that's Maldonado. And now, who is that out there? Mancini. He's all over the place tonight. What a throw by Andrews.
You saw Andrews calling for that ball. He saw
Yep.
Mancini not covered. You mentioned, Pat, they had players running out.
Yeah.
And the Vikings, the St. E's Vikings, hurried that play up because they saw 3 or 4 guys running onto the field for Christiana, and they're down to the 15.
Christiana's still the personnel. They're not all the way lined up. Again, they go up the middle with McCormick, and not much there, but he fights for about 3, and there's a penalty marker. This could be a face mask. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think you got
See
him
that,
with the
Jay?
face.
Yeah.
Might be the 5-yard variety or the personal.
It is. It looks like you're right. 5-yard face mask there against Christiana. So now the Vikings, after the huge play on 4th down, are going to have a 2nd down and short here inside the 10.
And I was watching that pass to Mancini, and I thought Cole Andrews put a little too much on it, and that ball just dropped right into. Mancini made a nice catch with a defender on him too.
Mancini's got some wheels too, so it definitely helps when you got a speedster out there chasing it down. 2nd down and 3. 3:18 to go here into half. Double wing. McCormick is the fullback. Hamilton in motion. He takes the speed sweep, looking to get the edge. He's got the edge. Is he in? Did he tiptoe the sideline? He did. Touchdown, St. Elizabeth. And now they've pushed their lead out to 10. 24-14.
That was a great job by Nehemiah Hamilton to get around, and he was kind of running out of real estate over there and cut it back just enough to get inside that pylon. And St. E's now, they need to start converting extra points, but they're up 24-14.
And they've 4th touchdown. Let's see what they can do here on their. I mean, you're assuming they're going for 2 here. I mean, they're going to try and chase the points. Christiana has 1 2-point conversion already.
They got Maldonado looks split way left.
Same formation here. Andrews will take the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to pitch a little option play to Hamilton. Is he in? He
Yes,
is.
sir.
I like that play right there. A little down option you saw from the Vikings. And a nice pitch out for the 2 points. So 26-14. St. Elizabeth extending their lead.
They've done a real good job. I think St. E's has looked real good except on the returns.
Right.
They've done a real good job. I think defensively they played really well. They've contained Glasgow and Pollard and Wilson. Haven't heard Achilles Van Allen's name tonight at all. And this is a team that put up 25 last week and 4 touchdowns against Glasgow last week. And,
And 2 weeks ago, they put 37 up on Charter School of Wilmington, who shut out St. Elizabeth.
shut them out, yeah. And Charter has a pretty good defense.
Yeah, this league, Mike. Jay, St. E's, obviously, you talked about it in the pregame, fighting for the playoff lives here, and they've shown the energy for the most part of a desperate team.
They have, especially when they got down. They just came back.
Here's McAllister. This has been the Achilles heel for the Vikings of St. Elizabeth, but they do get the tackle. It's still good field position for Christiana. 1st and 10 at their own 38. Had to get the Achilles heel in there for our guy Achilles Van Allen.
I think Coach Lemon is showing a lot of confidence in his coverage team. That they've been running pretty wild on those returns, and they just keep going back to the well. And the defense has caught up to them the last few times, and they've played good defense overall. So we'll see what they can do here. 3:03 to go in the first half.
Glasgow is going to hand this one off, and that's a good 1st down run right there for Christian Pendleton. And he's going to get 1st down yardage. So really nice play there for Christiana to start a drive off.
Yeah, he's more of like the fullback body type, and he just blasted right through the line there for an 11-yard gain. So they're in pretty good business, clock running with 2:47. Just the one timeout left for Christiana.
Yeah, well, if you're getting 10 yards a pop, you'll be down there before you know it. Pistol formation. Pendleton right behind the quarterback, Glasgow. He'll take the snap, give it to Pendleton again. He goes up the middle, breaks one tackle, 2 tackles, and he's down to the St. E's 45. So 6-yard gain here on his second carry of the drive.
Well, you mentioned they're getting chunks.
Second down and 4 here for Christiana.
Let's see, St. E's, they still have – they're not really bunching up in the middle there. Christiana's not really set up for that kind of play here. But they go right back to the middle.
And Pendleton's got room. He's down to the 30. He's tackled by Nehemiah Hamilton, but he was untouched all the way down to the 30-yard. Christiana's got something cooking here, as St. Elizabeth will receive the second half kickoff. So Christiana really wants to get points on the board here and not allow St. E's to get on a big-time point run.
They've gone away from the smaller guys and given it to Pendleton, and he's just blowing right through that line. And there he is right next to the QB Glasgow again.
And they're going to do a screen out here and nowhere to
wow.
go. McCormick just buries Trayvon Wilson.
Ryan McCormick. Now they're going to spot it at the 33. I think that's a
loss of 3 on the play.
a good spot for Christiana. He still lost 3, but could have been worse.
Second and 13, a minute to go. Again, as Mike said, Christiana's got 1 timeout remaining here.
Yeah, we're at the 1 minute mark.
They're going to wait to use it. Some motion. Glasgow takes the gun snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to hit his guy in the flat.
Good coverage.
And that was
McCormick, I believe,
again.
again.
That's Terrence Williams, actually.
Terrence Williams, okay. I saw
Terrence
4.
Williams did a good job. And that was Kevin Martinez Lorenzo.
There's the last time out.
And the timeout will be taken with 33 seconds to go. It's a 3rd and about 12 for Christiana. Mike, where are you going here? Now you're out of timeouts. It's 3rd down. So if you pass the ball here, you don't get it. There's no spike opportunity.
No, it's
so
definitely tune-out territory. But I am taking my chances on. I'm going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for a first down here. That'll stop the clock, and you can spike.
It'll be interesting to see.
Sound engineers here.
Perhaps they put 2 play calls out here. You call 2. Listen, if for some reason we don't get the first down, this is what our play is going to be.
Hey, you're going to have to call 2 plays here.
Yeah, if we do get the first down, we're not running that second play. We're spiking it, and then we'll huddle up.
Unless Glasgow takes a real quick look at the sideline, they get a quick signal. But I would call the 2 plays here.
How about this one? Judge and Stanton back-to-back 4-3 Yanks, bottom of the 8th. It's an unbelievable lineup there that they got up there in the Bronx. Here you go, 3rd and 11. Glasgow takes the snap, rolling, looking, nothing doing, and down he goes.
And they can't stop the clock here.
They can't stop the clock. It's Sprewell Dickerson, the sophomore, on the sack. And with 26 seconds left, if I'm Glasgow, maybe you let this clock wind down.
I don't know if they need to run a play here.
St. E's,
they are going to run a play.
St. E's has got all 3 timeouts left. And let's see what they do. They're going to throw it in the flat. There's nothing there. Good tackling there by St. E's. Turnover on downs with 11 seconds left and 3 timeouts. Timeout on the play. It looks like they were throwing to Jeremiah McAllister, and he's in some discomfort out there on the far sideline.
Now, if you're St. E's, you have 2 plays, essentially. I hope this young man's okay. 2 or 3 plays because you have all your timeouts.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I'm a little bit surprised that they hurried up there.
Now, they have not moved the chains yet.
Well, they got the yard mark. That's just that the chain guys are taking their time getting.
Not the youngest of the chain guys. He's in the right spot.
Well, is he? I don't know if he is.
Oh, no, they moved him.
He's
They
not.
moved him.
No, that's all right. He's not getting paid.
Former Viking Vincent Garantes. Look at those guys. I mean, look at the posture. Look at the setup. It's tremendous right there. And hopefully McAllister is okay. He's being helped off the field. He's in some pretty severe discomfort, but gotta hope that he nothing too serious for that young man. He's one of their weapons, the senior wide receiver and outside linebacker. And it looks like Christiana going to try and get their personnel all lined up. And again, let's see what St. Elizabeth does. They do get the ball coming out of the half. Does Coach Lemon just go to conservative route knowing that? And
He might take one shot here, Pat.
just risk averse. Just hope that you don't have
It
that
doesn't look like it, though, right?
Wow.
big turnover.
Looks like they're going to take a knee.
Maybe if they weren't receiving in the second half, he may have
Perhaps.
gone for it, but why
Well-
take a chance at an interception return or something like
Correct.
that?
Correct. Well, that'll do it, folks. What an entertaining first half here at Abessinio Stadium. Back and forth affair between the two Vikings of Christiana and St. Elizabeth. We'll take it to the break, come back with second half action. Your score here, 26-14, St. Elizabeth on top.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the Raw Bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder, president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Shootout Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Shootout tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick.
And we're back, folks. It's homecoming weekend here, so an extended halftime at Abessinio Stadium. And we're about ready for second half action. St. Elizabeth on top, 26-14 in what was an action-packed first half against Christiana. Mike and Jay, if you like special teams, if you're a fan of special teams, you're a fan of this one. 3 or 4 different returns for touchdowns in that one. It was back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, the time, if you're looking for a refrigerator break, it's not on a kickoff or a punt, that's for sure. This has just been back and forth. I've been to a lot of football games this year, and this may be the most entertaining first half I've seen all season. This is so much fun. And it's good to see these teams thriving. We mentioned Christiana. It's been a long time. It's good to see them doing well. And St. E's got the offense going, which they've struggled a little bit on offense this year, and it's good to see. Now, they did score on a return, a couple returns, right? So, but they're playing well. It's good to see that after a slow start for St. E's.
Well, and Jay, you talked about St. E's fighting for their playoff lives, and they seem to be playing with that desperation. Coach Lemon's got to be happy with his group with the effort level so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you came in. I think this is a must win because you got Tatnall next week, which won't be easy. So I think this had to be the must win, and they're playing like it in the first half.
St. Elizabeth, they deferred the opening kickoff, so they will receive the second half kickoff as this one's kicked away by Bradley Dunk, fielded by Mancini. He's been the difference maker in terms of playmaking for St. Elizabeth, and he'll take this kickoff back to the 40-yard line.
Good start.
That's where the Vikings will take over, Mike, 1st and 10. What do you want to see from both of these teams here in the second half if they want St. E's to hold on to the lead, Christiana to come back and take the lead?
Well, I think Christiana is going to need to find a way to stop guys like Nick Mancini and Ryan McCormick on Maldonado. Just that whole St. E's has a lot of weapons on offense, and they've been able to break some big plays. And I think, the Vikings, the blue and red Vikings, need to find a way to stop the maroon and gold Vikings. If you're, St. E's, I mentioned it in the first half, you want to hang on to the ball and avoid turnovers. They had a couple in the first half. They avoided a few others on narrowly. So that's, I think, just hang on to the ball and just keep doing what you're doing. Like this right here, that's almost a first down for McCormick.
That is Mr. Ryan McCormick up the middle, breaking a tackle and falling forward right to midfield. That's good enough for first down yardage here.
Yeah, I think they just come out and run the ball. Then they don't have to throw. They're on top by 12. They're moving the ball on the ground, so just keep it on the ground.
A little tempo here. Going to give this ball to Hamilton on the speed sweep. He picks up about 2. There's a penalty marker. Let's see if this is a hold or what we got here. Good job there. Pursuit by Christiana, setting the edge, making sure nothing.
I happened to be, I was at St. Elizabeth's today for my full-time job. I was over for a ceremony at St. Elizabeth. Saw a lot of these guys, in a different setting. Didn't have really a chance to talk to him about the football game, but you can just tell when it's game day. They're always in that game day mode.
Always. Yeah, we used to wear, every now and then, we wear the jerseys around the hallways. I don't know if they still do that tradition over there.
I don't know. But they couldn't do it today because they had a big ceremony at church it was a kind of a big formal thing.
The bishop there?
The bishop could not make it, apparently.
Couldn't make it?
No.
Too busy going to the Mets game, probably.
I don't know if he's in Queens tonight or not.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised. I did not see him in the office today.
Here's a play-action pass. Andrews has got to step up in the pocket, does so, throws it, and it's dropped.
Yeah, I think that's going to be how it is.
Oh, man, McCormick got twisted up on, and he's in some pain. Oh, he's up. He's up, maybe just a little bit of a scare. Penalty marker thrown, too. Let's see what the penalty is here.
I think Andrews has thrown the ball a little bit better tonight than I've seen throughout the season.
Well, the thing is with that young man, I've watched Cole the last 2 years, just as a graduate going to check out practices, preseason stuff. He's got the skill.
Yeah.
I think that he's just got the game's got to slow down a little bit. He's only a sophomore, and he's been a starter since day one as a freshman. And he's going to develop, this line if they can protect for him. He can get a little more comfortable and trust. And have his eyes downfield to actually read the field and everything. He's going to be okay. He's a unique kid, good size. He's got some good arm strength.
And you can see the throw. He threw that ball to Mancini in the first. That was beautiful. It was a beautiful pass. He's going to be throwing, I would imagine, throwing here at 2nd and 20.
Right now they got the Wildcat. This is Maldonado in the backfield.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to run it off here to the near side. He's going to cut upfield. He's going to pick up about 4.
Ball's loose.
Whistle was blown, though, so the play was dead. And
did hear the whistle, so that was a 4-yard gain.
3rd down and Cedar Street for the Vikings.
If you're Christiana, you saw it there. Gang tackling, just closing up those holes and not letting St. E's running backs break through time after time after. They have some size on this line. They're just St. E's is just knocking them off the line, but that was a good tackle there. It held the Vikings to a 4-yard gain.
Did you just drop some Cyndi Lauper lyrics? Time after
time. After time.
I think I heard it. Jay, I thought I heard him say
it. Song was written by the Hooters, by the way.
Andrews has got a roll. He's going to float one up. He's got Mancini deep, and good coverage out there. Knocked away by Jeremiah McAllister.
I guess he's okay, huh?
Ankle. He was twisted up in the first half. They challenged him right away, and he makes a nice play on the football there.
He wasn't looking when Andrews threw the ball. Turned around, the ball was coming right at him. Did a good job getting between Mancini and the ball, and just took the right hand and knocked it down. Though I think we'll see the punt this time. I don't believe we'll see a fake.
Well, he did what you're taught to do as a defensive back. If you can't get your head around, you look at the hands and the eyes. When those eyes get big, turn around and look for it. And he did exactly that. Turned around at the right time. Andrews' punt was out of bounds, 23-yard line.
I like
good job by Christiana coming out getting a stop on the first drive.
I like what Cole Andrews looks like he's doing on his punts. Is not trying to punt the ball 60 yards, just getting it away and knocking it 30, 35, 40 yards when setting up his defense in pretty good position here. So it's like Christiana's on the 23-yard line.
And this one is up the middle. Once again, that's Pendleton. And he picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. Good first down run for Christiana.
Yeah, you'll take 4 yards.
Wouldn't be the least bit surprised if we see a more conservative second half here after the fireworks of the first half. I mean, you saw it there. St. E's, good job by the Christiana defense. And then they come out, and they're running the football. It's a regular 4-yard gain on first down. I mean, perhaps we see a little bit of a change here.
It's something we love. Sometimes the coaches, not so much in love with that kind of back and forth.
Breakneck pace.
Exactly.
Off the edge. And what a job by Glasgow to break away from one, but he can't break away from all. The initial pressure there was Jamel Hammond, and then it was cleaned up by James Adair and Nehemiah Hamilton to close it down.
I don't know how Hammond. He got away from Hammond. I don't know how.
I don't know how he did either, but
And then as soon as he got loose, Pat, there was Adair and Nehemiah were ready to take him down, and that was a nice tackle by the two of them. We'll give Hammond the indirect assist.
The pressure.
He was right in there.
The pressure.
Been impressed by that front four for St. E's. They've made some nice plays.
All right, 3rd down and 9. Glasgow alone in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Off the edge, Hammond can't quite get to him. Ball is flat out there to the far sideline. Incomplete, 4th down.
And Hammond did a great job coming off the edge. Got right around the lineman. I'm not sure they were even looking for him there. And Glasgow did a good job just to get rid of the ball. But, Pat, that's a great defensive stand for St. E's. They gave up one net yard after the gain. They had the sack, and here we are, 4th and 9.
4th and 9. Maldonado and Mancini back deep. Punt is away. It's going to bounce, and they're going to let this one go.
Oh, he touched it. I think it's going to be up near the 41.
And, looks like the official didn't agree with that, Mike. I agreed with you. It looked like it was close.
Well, it's only a difference of about 2 yards. That was one of the few 3-and-outs we've seen all night.
Both teams open and drive.
Yep.
The defenses get it done. So adjustments very clearly being made.
I would be kind of unexpected to see the track meet we saw in the first half.
Yeah.
Pat, we'll be naming our player of the game at the end of this, won't we?
We will.
We will.
Yep.
At the end of it.
And I think Nick's gonna go down there.
We got the chain, man. Someone's getting some swag. Here's a counter crisscross that worked in the first half. It was called back to a penalty. That time Christiana was ready for it.
And
Nehemiah
there's a
Hamilton,
late
nothing
flag.
there, and there is a late flag.
And another one.
There's
How many flags do you have in there?
There's talking.
He's throwing flags everywhere.
There's a lot going on down there.
And these are the ones you have to watch out for because 2 and you're
gone.
Yep.
And then you're going the next game.
Well, there's a flag on
Unsportsmanlike
both teams.
Something on.
They're all set.
They're all set. Yeah.
I think St. E's kind of lucked out there because I think Christiana's was like not a procedure, but like an offside type call.
Well, no, I think they were both
offsetting.
It looks like they were
unsportsmanlike.
Was unsportsmanlike?
After
I
the
couldn't
play,
see. I couldn't see the call for Christiana directly, but that's over. Yeah, it's
both flags
offsetting
were
flags
thrown
and
off. They're thrown after the play. Yeah, there was a little scrum amongst some linemen there. Snag a roly-poly chair.
yeah. I like these chairs. They're nice.
Not bad.
Nice people. Abessinio take care of us.
They do. They do. Here's Mancini. He's got the edge. He cuts it up. Well, he didn't have the edge. There was a guy out there sneaking around for Christiana. He cuts upfield, picks up about 4.
He's deceptively fast, Nick Mancini. You just he can really move.
Richard Jones was the defender coming up to make the tackle. So 3rd down and about 6 for St. E's. We're about midway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, it's flying by
It
here.
is. The defenses have shown up in half number 2. There may have been some discussions at halftime among these teams to play some D, and they're responding.
Hamilton in motion. They're going to fake it to him, and Andrews gets the pass away. It's caught. 1st down. Is this Mancini? It wouldn't surprise. It is. It doesn't surprise me. Big time catch in the flat. Makes the man miss, and he's down to the 40 for a 1st down.
So good job there by Andrews to find Mancini. It looks like a screen pass. Let those defenders in and turned on the Jets. Pat down the sideline. They're going to mark it at the 43.
Tell you what, he's a heck of a weapon. He's got that Wes Welker, Julian Edelman type ability. Slot receiver, guy that can catch the ball and make some things happen. Very shifty. They go up the middle with McCormick, and he dives forward for a 1st down. or close to it. Let's see. Yep, it is. Right there, all that attention to the speed, right, between Hamilton, Mancini. Those defenders are looking to the edges, and then boom, right up the middle goes McCormick.
You see St. E's will just no hurry here. They'll just take their time coming out of the huddle.
Oh,
got the
the
back
lead,
judge
right?
back
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
They can. I don't know. It's a little early for them to just wait for him to start moving. Still in the third quarter, but they can afford to take a few extra seconds here.
They get this one. This Mancini, he cuts it up. I mean,
A nice play.
This kid can cut at full speed. He's got a little bit of everything in him, man. Reminds me of a former teammate from my days at St. Elizabeth, Matt Modica. I don't know if you guys remember him.
I remember the name, the Modica name.
He was. His dad was very well, or grandfather, I should say, was a great coach at Brandywine.
That's probably right. His name's on one of the fields up there.
Yes. But that was a 5-yard gain there. Yeah, Matt was great. Great football player, basketball player, lacrosse player at St. Elizabeth back in the day. They give this one to McCormick. He's up the middle. And again, I tell you what, Ryan McCormick's starting to see some openings, and he's diving right through them.
Yeah, Pollard with the tackle. They faked the handoff to, I'm not sure who that was, maybe Mancini coming across. And McCormick just chugging up the middle and getting yards.
St. E's got something moving here on this drive, Mike. As we approach 4 minutes to play here in the third. I formation. Mancini, the deep back. He'll get it on a dive. What a spin. Stays on his feet. Makes another man miss. He's looking to get to the sideline. He will, and he's in. Touchdown, St. Elizabeth. What a run by this young man. This guy's all over the place.
He did the dancing and spinning and everything else to get into the end zone.
And then he
That's
got
a great
one.
job. And unfortunately, the player hurt here, but what a job by Mancini to break a couple tackles. Patty's got some moves.
He does. He did a heck of a job, and then he got that last block by Maldonado there on the edge to ensure that he was able to get into the end zone. That's a big-time score for the Vikings, pushing this lead out to 18 now. It's a 3-possession game because of that score.
.403 to go here in the third quarter. So that drive took a little over 3 minutes. So it didn't take long. That running game was on. So is that Pollard?
That is
Or
Pollard.
is that number 6?
Yep,
that's Pollard.
Pollard.
Okay. Let's see if the Vikings, they're up 18.
Yeah, it's just
It's an important extra point here.
It is. It push it to 20, force Christiana to, if they do score, get some extra points. But what a job by St. Elizabeth after, like we said, I mean, all the way back from the beginning of this game. 6-0, like you said, Mike, after 17 seconds, and they've been great. They've been great.
He's got room.
Andrews just going to take it in. So there they go. They're up 20, 34-14, and the Vikings of St. Elizabeth have taken control of the battle for the Vikings here in this one. And, you know, Mike, it's been St. East has made the adjustments here. It was 6-0, 17 seconds into this one after Christiana took the opening kick back. And in the ensuing kick, St. East fumbles the return. Christiana set up at their 30-yard line. It was a 4-and-out. St. East they get the ball back. St. East fumbles, or they have to punt the football away.
Good return by Christiana. They were at the 20 again. And an interception turned the game around.
That kind of changed the field position, Jay.
It changed everything. It changed everything. Christiana could have been up 18 or 21 to nothing in this game, or midway through the first quarter, and they weren't able to get that done, and it's come back to bite them. St. Elizabeth has taken a firm grasp of this game.
And remember, on that St. E's first drive, a fumble, originally thought fumble, turned into an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and that was returned. That would have been another touchdown.
It would have been 12-0, right? It would have been.
But, you know, we talked about the turnover for St. E's as far as personnel. This defense is really good.
It had. They've really done a great job.
They've given up one score tonight in a short field.
They haven't given up any. Both Christiana scores were on punt returns.
Oh, so they're both on returns.
Yeah.
And last week against Charter, one of the 2 touchdowns was on
pick six.
A pick six.
Yep. Maldonado.
And the other one was on a St. East turned the ball over on downs at the Charter 35, and Charter had a 32-yard pass.
Gotcha.
There was a penalty, so that took half the distance off, and it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Juan Aldis of Charter.
Right.
So they gave up the big pass on that play, but just one defensive touchdown or one touchdown allowed by the defense last week, and none tonight.
Christiana needs an answer. Wilson's in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Pendleton. Not much room there. Picks up about 3 on the play. Tackle made by number 65, Gabriel Mason McCarthy, freshman.
Now for
tackle.
Christiana, they're not 4-2 because of dumb luck. This team has some talent, Pat. We can see it out there. They have the running backs. It's just I think they just run into a St. E's defense tonight that had something to prove.
So far they have, but they still have big playability out there. And there's nothing there. They keep running up the middle. There's just nothing there.
McCormick is right there again. And who's that lineman on the ground?
James Adair.
Adair.
They just clog lanes. Pendleton's got nowhere to go.
I think Pendleton has looked pretty good tonight. Now, on that run, give credit to St. E's. They made the play. But Pendleton has looked pretty good tonight. Pollard obviously has the return. These guys, they have some talent on this team. Maybe homecoming has something to do with it. It's just they've had some
homecoming hoopla is what Coach Hempel used to call it. And there's just something in the air. Wilson on the pass. That's a good-looking pass. Oh, what a tackle by Nehemiah Hamilton.
And he took a hit from Hammond.
Some friendly fire, but he picked up Jeremiah McAllister. And
Jamel Hammond just went over to make sure Nehemiah was okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, some friendly fire. But what a great form tackle.
Lifted him up,
McAllister
dropped
off his
him.
feet. Yep.
You can't slam him. He just dropped him, though.
Yep.
He was gently let him down, but that was a great tackle.
Big play here, Mike. 4th down and 2 for Christiana. They throw it. It's caught. Coming up to make the
Not
how about
gonna
that?
get there.
That's Cole Andrews, the quarterback, coming up to make the stick on McAllister. And that's going to be a turnover on downs
I
now.
don't think he got it.
I thought he was around the 45-yard line, Jason.
They're marking it right at the 40.
That's still not a first down.
No.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover.
I mean, it's
going
to be a first down for somebody. That's a pretty generous spot.
That's a very generous spot. This may be a measurement.
This might cost Jason a pizza.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to get a measurement here. And you're gonna check out that brand new knee.
I was going to say they want to check it out.
Brand new knee.
They want to make sure his knee's okay. Look at him.
Mr. G is giving it a workout there.
It's only one new knee. There is still
handed
one
off.
bad one.
He's handed it off.
He said, "I'm done." I won.
Senior discount for the man down there, man.
It's it
looks like he's just short.
Just short. Oh, man.
Get the index card out.
That is what a job by St. E's coming up with the stop. And that's a good play call by Christiana. I mean, you run the hitch to the sticks, and he just couldn't quite get there.
Now, Pat, when your dad goes back and watches this, you're going to hear about it.
That's if he can figure out the technology to get back to watch it. That's the thing about it, man.
Probably like my uncle. He doesn't even know what an email is.
We're working on it. Now, I'll tell you what, he's much better than my mother. My mother, who's out here with the Alumni Association, helping 50-50 tickets and everything. My Lord, this poor lady. I love her to death, but to try and help her out with computers and stuff and the phones it's an adventure.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to action. McCormick stuffed in
good
the
defense.
backfield. Wonderful job by Christiana there. And it looks like that was big number 53 leading the way, Jeremiah Shello, the junior.
This is a must-stop for Christiana.
Yeah, and there's no surprises here.
Yep.
The Vikings had a lot of success. St. E's Vikings had a lot of success running up the middle.
Yep.
Christiana's like, we're just going to stuff the middle and make you do something else.
And St. Elizabeth should take their good old time up 3 scores.
Now they have, with the lead, St. East can afford to, if they don't score, as long as they burn some clock, they'll be okay with that.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's to Jay's point of why this is a must-stop possession.
There goes this back judge.
And then McCormick, he gets loose up the middle, and he's down close to first down yardage. Let's see, they're going to give it to him. What a job by Ryan McCormick. That clock keeps moving. 1 minute to go.
Well, that's a huge game by McCormick and the offensive line. They just went with the play I said, right up the middle, and after being stuffed on first down, they were not stuffed on second down.
One more play here, probably before the end of the quarter, unless it's an incomplete pass or penalty, we'll see. And that's Mancini, and not much there. Good job, first down defense by Christiana. That's number 55, Charles Fonboulay. 10th grader. And that should do it. We're going to head to the fourth quarter, folks. St. E's, they score the only touchdown of the third quarter. That scored Christiana 8-0 there. It's 34-14 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll be back right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out. Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at
And we're back here for the fourth quarter. St. Elizabeth on top, 34-14. And Mike, after a firework-filled first half, that third quarter was really dominated by the two defenses in the ground game. St. E's getting the lone touchdown.
Yeah, I would call that quarter workmanlike.
Yeah.
St. E's doing what they need to do, keep the ball on the ground. If you get the yards, you get the yards. And here's a fake.
Oh, and here's a pass. Oh!
Oof. Over the head of,
That's Mancini.
Mancini, he's coming up a little.
You don't want to miss
little
high.
gimpy.
You don't want to miss high on that. And that ball was nearly intercepted.
He had,
Javion Pollard was right
he looked
back
like
there.
He may have blown a tire on that when he's doing a little stretching out there.
Cramps.
But they did what they had to do to keep the ball on the ground. They scored, and they held Christiana, and they had a big fourth down stop there late in the third quarter. So this has been a pretty good all-around performance for St. Elizabeth after a little shaky start.
Yeah, and like you said, Pat, that was almost intercepted. We saw what the interception that St. E's got in the first half did, change the game around.
So splitting Maldonado way left here on the 3rd and 10.
Hamilton is to the near side. McCormick, the lone back in the gun. Andrews, and it's dropped. It's a great throw right on Maldonado's nameplate. He just couldn't quite haul it in. And fourth down is coming up.
Well, I think Maldonado's had a pretty darn good night.
Yes.
Those are going to happen. He's not going to feel good about it, but you just got to move past it because he's playing every down. So he's got to be right back out there for the punt, if they punt, and for defense. If they punt.
This is probably based off where they're at on the field, Mike. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Lemon goes for it here.
They could. They could also, if they do punt, it looks like they're going to run a play here. They could do a little pooch punt and really bury Christiana deep, but And, you know, the way their defense is playing, why not go for it?
I agree with you.
Looking right at Maldonado again.
Andrews just going to throw the wheel route. He's got Mancini, but he throws it out of bounds. It's open. He just
Pull behind him.
It's the first bad throw of the day for Andrews. Falls incomplete turnover on downs. Christiana needed that stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
They needed that stop, Jay. Now you look at Christiana. I feel like they got to score quick.
Yep.
They got to score fast here now.
That's the thing. They haven't been able to move the ball much here today against this St. Elizabeth's defense. And now you need 3 touchdowns in 11:45.
Maybe some of the thinking is, I don't want these guys returning the ball.
Yeah.
I'd rather go for it and miss than put the ball in the air.
It's a tough punt to make, too, and you only got, you know, I mean, he would have been punting from, you know, the 42-yard line.
Yeah, if it goes in the end zone, your net is nothing.
Right. So they're going to stick with Trayvon Wilson at the quarterback position. Brings Pollard in motion, and he'll give it to him. Pollard looks to get the edge, and he just runs it. I think he ran into his own guy, and then McCormick was there to finish it up.
Of course. He just stood him up, Pat.
Yes, he did.
Like you said, I think he ran into some friendly fire first, and then McCormick just finished them off.
Just kind of got stuck between, do I bounce it out or do I cut it in? And McCormick was there for it. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Taking their time here on that snap.
Wilson, he's going to let this one rip. It's up, and Andrews, he caught it. It's intercepted.
What a great hold. Oh, McAllister's hurt.
He's got a cramp. He's
holding that knee, Pat. It's bent away. That knee should not bend.
I think he's cramping up. But, I mean, Andrews high-pointed it, and I don't think he quite was able to hold on to it. And then as he fell down, that ball fell right on top of him.
Yeah, he caught it as he rolled onto the ground. Pat, while we have an injury break tomorrow night, Benny Mitchell's going to be at Woodbridge, right, for Wilmington Friends at Woodbridge. Benny doing double duty this weekend. He's going to have Milford and Laurel on Saturday afternoon. So, Benny, get plenty of rest, buddy, because you got a busy weekend ahead. And then tomorrow night, Pat and Glenn and Hollywood Widener and Nick will be at Odessa for Howard and Odessa. I sure hope McAllister's okay as he pops up and trying to shake it off here.
He's cramping up.
So anyway, that's at 7 p.m., Howard and Odessa. Boy, he looks like he's in a world of hurt, but I hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, he's in some discomfort for sure. And you know what? Like when that happens, especially when it's cold out, I mean, it hurts even more when it's cold, man. Because you're tight. It's not fun.
Headbutting the bench, and it's got to be, it's just.
Yeah, he's in some.
You can hear him. You can hear him yelling from up here.
He's in some pain. St. E's has the ball. What a play by Andrews.
That was a great interception.
Both sides of the ball getting it done.
Like you said, he didn't have that ball cleanly until he was laying flat on his back.
McCormick single back, and they'll give it to him. And there's not much there. He may have been able to drag his way to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Big guy in the middle there, Jeremiah Shello, led the way.
Then we said for all the offensive fireworks, what a job by the defense.
Yeah, this second half has been a defensive battle.
Yeah, it's been a lot of defense.
Both defenses have made the necessary adjustments, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely has. St. E's defense has been strong the whole game.
It has, Jay.
At turning point, like I said, when you gave them the ball 3 times inside your own 20, and you held them to no points.
And here's Mancini, again, cutting it up the middle. He picks up about 7 on the play. 3rd down and 3. I think Christiana may have only played with 10 guys on that down.
Well, number 54 for Christiana ran off the field.
He did.
And apparently nobody replaced him.
Nope, there was some confusion. But yeah, Christiana, credit to them. They force it. They don't bend too much there with only 10 guys playing a man down. Third down and a long 3. Oh, I'll call 4. That's a full 4. Hamilton, no. It goes to McCormick up the middle. And he's got first down yardage.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. That's about a 7-yard gain.
And St. E's is just, they're in the grinder now. They're just grinding this one out, trying to churn some clock. And as Jay said, big game to look ahead to for the Vikings of St. Elizabeth next week with Tatnall.
But you know, the coaches are looking up at that clock. It's not moving fast enough.
Well, in last series, they threw the ball second, third, and fourth down. Stopped. All 3 were incomplete. Stopped the clock. This time, it's going to be run that clock.
And it looks like they're just kind of wearing Christiana's defensive line down a little bit. Great job by the offensive line tonight.
And
it's like
Andrews
a
is going to keep it. And he's going to pick up about 6 on the play. Now, I don't know if that was a designed fake follow or if he just didn't hand the football off and then was like, all right, I know where the play was supposed to go. So I'm just going to follow my blockers.
And I'm sure the coach, Lemon, was going to yell at him for staying in bounds.
I think, Jay, I was going to say that.
But the clock's winding, so he
got forced out.
He got forced out.
I thought he did everything right except stay in bounds.
Yeah.
The clock's running, though.
But the clock is running, so I think they said he was forced out. So
it actually works out. I think that's to me it looked like a design run, but whatever worked out for St. E's.
Yeah, it might have been a designed run. That's exactly how it looked. I just didn't know they had that in the playbook. Here's McCormick up the middle, and a good job there by Christiana.
They've had so much good fortune on that little trap play all night.
Kevin Martinez Lorenzo on the tackle.
So we mentioned that St. E's is at Tatnall next Saturday. Christiana is on the road next Thursday, another Thursday night game at Dickinson under the lights over on Milltown Road.
Yep. No, try and bounce back.
You know, it's not a bad place to watch a game, Dickinson High School.
No, I played there back in high school. They actually had a Division I football player on the team back then, and they only had 18 kids on their team. Here's Maldonado. Penalty markers fly everywhere. The run was close to first down yardage, but this might be coming back.
Yeah, I think this is coming back, but we'll see.
I can't remember who that young man's name was, but he was a 6'4", 6'5" defensive end that could fly. I've never seen anything like it. If I had the ability to go back and look it up, or if Marty Sheehan's watching, or one of these these historians,
Chuck
Durani's watching, exactly. I can't remember this young man's name. The year was 2008, and he played for Dickinson. And this guy was just an absolute man-child on the field. Now, unfortunately, there was only 17 other kids on the team, so we kind of had our way with them. But I mean, that was the last time I remember Dickinson having a team. Great uniforms. They had, the color scheme at Dickinson's great.
I love that color scheme.
Yeah.
I saw last night. I was watching the hockey club. They had the same color scheme.
Did they?
Utah Hockey Club.
They do. Yep. They do. The former Phoenix Coyotes.
Also, the University of San Diego Toreros have that.
Okay.
West Coast Conference.
Look at his throwback.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful throw by Andrews. He hits Mancini in stride. And he gets out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. I mean, Andrews couldn't have walked that ball out there any better.
Good job by Andrews. He took a pop back there.
He did.
And but picked up, I'm not sure where they started from, the 41-yard line of their own 41 to go to the 35. That's a 24-yard gain.
The old wheel route.
Guardians Yankees going to extras.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of baseball. I like watching baseball. I mean, McCormick's going to pick up about 7, and a flag down late. So maybe some more extracurriculars. And McCormick is heading to the sideline.
Penalty marker on the field, Mike.
Yeah, they came from a couple different directions. I don't think Ryan McCormick's been on the sideline all night. He's over there now.
That's a well-deserved.
He does not take plays off.
Well-deserved break. I mean, it is a penalty against the Vikings, which hurts,
Yeah,
but
personal foul.
or the Vikings of St. Elizabeth. Perhaps on McCormick. Maybe he got pulled off the field to try and.
Calm down.
They can't afford to lose him against Tatnall, that's for sure. And with 6 minutes to go and the lead, maybe Coach Lemon says just cool him off. Ron is a great talent. He plays with a lot of emotion.
But he does.
Now the referees are talking again. Let's see. Oh, it was his second personal
They
foul.
said second for St. Elizabeth's, not. They didn't say second for him.
It was the second on the team.
Okay. Well, normally you don't have to say that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. The only way you do it, and he went off the field right away, upset. So it could be the second on him. Let's see if he comes back in tonight, because if not, that could be big.
I don't see any coaches talking to him.
Yeah,
which I feel like that would be the case.
Yeah, that would be the case. You're absolutely right. So it's just probably second on the team. Normally they don't announce that, though.
This is what, second in about 18.
But the way referees were over there discussing it after they had already called it makes me wonder.
Hamilton, he fills in at fullback.
He's a pretty competent replacement.
And you can see here, so Coach Lemon has told Cole to watch the back judge.
There he
Here's
goes.
The 5-4, and they get this one off at the play
Another
clock
trap
winding
play.
down, and they're going to stick with what they know, right?
I mean, they can burn a minute off here before they have to punt, so I'm sure they'll take the punt for to run this down to 4:30 or so. I mean, Christiana needs the ball 3 times.
Yeah, 3 scores in under 5 minutes. Not easy to do.
Now, we saw the flag football last night, but it's a little different game. By the way, Pat.
Fun, right?
It was so awesome.
Yes, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely awesome.
That was awesome last night. Girls, if any of the girls were watching, thank you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That
I enjoyed myself immensely over there.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback from Padua could throw for a bunch.
Riley Bransfield, yeah. We'll see her playing basketball soon. Riley had quite an arm last night. At St. Mark's, how about St. Mark's coming back, scoring with 1.2 seconds left to complete the big comeback and win the championship?
Yeah, now I got
time out here by
Chloe
St. E's,
Bedwell
but,
with
yeah,
the.
yeah.
I gotta ask your brother if he ran the ball on 4th down. Did they not have a punter?
I don't know. Did we see any punts last night?
No.
I think I saw one in one of the semifinal games. Right, there was a punt.
Yeah, DMA punted with no time, with like 30 seconds left.
Well, I think the coach
down
thought the
one.
game was tied.
He thought it was tied, and I think your brother thought it was 3rd down and not 4th down because everyone thought it was 3rd down that Bill. And that's why I don't think he knew that it was 4th down, or he would have punted.
I know there's only 4 teams this year, and I've talked to a few ADs who are going to bring teams in next year. It was so much fun. ADs, if you're watching, this is worth the investment. Find the girls; they will love it, and we'll be out there streaming flag football. It was that much fun.
I just love the idea of bringing a new sport to the horizon here, right? I
Pat, it was about as much fun as you can imagine.
It's in the Olympics now, so why not?
Why not?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Anyway, back to tackle football.
Yes, that is true. We're back, ready to go. 4:36 to go in the 4th. Andrews drops back. Oh, what a spin move! Looked like Tony Romo right there. Throws that wheel route to Mancini, and he drops it in there again. It's a perfect throw and a great catch for a big 1st down.
Well, Cole Andrews, every time he's needed to make that play,
he has.
He's made the play. He's actually spun away from a defender. Nice move by in the backfield of the blitzing defender there, and then Cole just found Mancini all by himself down the left side. You wonder how that happens. These guys look like they're going to need a Beto to be working on them all night after this game, Pat. These guys are taking a lot of punishment out there, but right now it looks like it's paying off. And they're at about the 11-yard line.
His clock is stopped, so they're going to try and get that running again. They go to Hamilton, and he goes up the middle to about the 6. Nice first down run. And in a must-win situation, according to our bunker expert, Jason Winchell, St. E's Vikings come up with perhaps their best game of the season, honestly.
Now, they can get a first down here.
You know, I guess you could say maybe the Glasgow game for them, but I mean, Mike, they've looked good, Jay. They've looked good aside from the special teams.
Yeah,
they've cleaned that up too.
They did.
They cleaned that up in this.
It was so glaring because it was the first play of the game, and then again.
Yeah, two returns in the first quarter.
Hamilton up the middle. He's fighting. He can't quite get there. Good tackling by Christiana. Did he get first down yardage though? Let's see.
It looks like he's about a yard up. They're stopping it.
First down.
I thought maybe
down.
Jay was going to get another measurement.
No injury.
Players down.
Another player down.
Christiana's been hit pretty hard tonight.
And I think that's
is that 2 players or is just?
And I think that's why he hasn't called a timeout here in the second half. He just wants to.
2 Vikings down on the play. It looks like. It is a first down, so.
Yep.
Guys are in some pain for sure, some cramping. I'm not quite sure, but we'll take a commercial break. When we come back, the conclusion of this one, 3:25 go. Here on Delaware Live Sports. Players up off the field. Looks like everybody is okay for the most part. That's good to see, Mike. And, you know, even when the weather gets cold, there's opportunities for cramping to occur.
Pickle juice, baby.
There's been a couple guys, I think, that have gotten cramped up here. I formation for the Vikings. Andrews again looking to that back judge for the play clock to get down to 5 seconds. There it is. 5, 4, and Andrews will snap it. And Nehemiah Hamilton will get himself a touchdown. St. Elizabeth hits 40 on that one.
This has just been, we mentioned over and over the early struggles for St. E's, but since then, Pat, they've played extremely well tonight. Mm-hmm. This is a well-deserved win for St. Elizabeth, and after a tough couple of weeks going down to Milford and then the loss last week at Charter, that really that one may have disappointed them a lot more than that Milford game, just because it was closer and it was a game they thought they could win. They've got to feel pretty good about themselves, the way they responded tonight, and I think that says a lot about that team and about the coaching staff.
For sure, you know, and they're a young team, Mike. You know, he talked about only 4 seniors on this team. A lot of 9th graders, 10th and 11th graders here. So it's a program trying to build back. Andrews on the option play. He's going to keep it, and he's in. Nice job. I like that. I mean, if that's something that they can continue to develop throughout the season, not a lot of teams run triple option type plays in high school anymore. That could be something that differentiates you, especially down here at this 1A level.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think Cole's got a lot of physical gifts, Jay.
He does.
The height and the length, and he's a good athlete. His brother was a good athlete, You know, I think St. E's found themselves a real asset. He's going to be around for a couple more years, so yeah, he's played really well tonight.
Absolutely.
His brother's Gavin, by the way. Gavin Andrews, for the people who may not know, is Gavin Andrews, who graduated last year.
Yeah, he was his #1 wide receiver target.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just an impressive performance here for St. Elizabeth. Again, Christiana, you looked at it, we didn't know which way this was going to go. I mean, they got the common opponent in Charter School of Wilmington. Christiana beat them 37-30. St. E's got blanked 14-0. You know, you look at the Glasgow game. St. E's looked better against Glasgow, 34-0 compared to 25-12 for Christiana. And this game just kind of got away from Christiana once St. E's was able to figure this out, which is the kick return game.
Huge. And they didn't change, you know, Bazo didn't start going to ground balls. He didn't kick the ball out of bounds. They just stuck with it, and they just played better.
Exactly. They didn't make excuses. They made the tackles that they weren't making. All right, here's Christiana, and at this point, I'm sure the Vikings, Christiana, just kind of want to get out of this one healthy and.
You know, you mentioned it. How many they've had a lot of guys down. Most of them look like they're minor injuries or just cramps. They have a big game next Thursday at Dickinson. You can't take Dickinson lightly.
No.
Can't take anybody lightly.
No. You got an opportunity to guarantee yourself at least a 500 record next week if you're Christiana. That's the way you got to look at it. 5 wins, you're guaranteed a 500 record, and then you piece it and you keep going from there as a program.
And despite tonight, this is a program that's taken, to me, several steps forward from where they've been.
Yes.
You just see the tools there, the pieces, including this man.
Yes, Pendleton. He's been tremendous tonight. Christian Pendleton, the JV call-up. He has stepped up in a big way for them as the lead back here tonight.
I mean, look, Pollard. You know, Pollard looks like he's a little shaken up. McAllister on our left here, a little shaken up. So they've needed the depth tonight, and I think Pendleton has accounted pretty well for himself.
That he has. First and 10. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. And the run is to Pendleton. And again, he's navigating his way and knifing his way through the defense. Picks up about 8. It looks like there's some changes on that defensive front for St. E's, getting some guys rotated in.
Yeah, we mentioned they play. Everybody plays a lot on that St. E's team. So if you can get your starters some rest, you know, even if it's 2.5 minutes at the end of the game, yeah, it adds up. Now they do have an extra couple of days off before they play Tatnall. That will also help for guys who may have some little nicks and bumps.
It's going to be a game to watch for sure. Tatnall's been rolling this year. Again.
Yeah, 6-0. Beat Friends for the first time in a long time. And technically won the independent conferences. They beat all 3 of their former in the conference members this year.
Since the realignment, I mean, they've been the most consistent team in this class.
Yeah, they moved Laurel up, so that was
right.
And Tatnall is just
they've continued.
This is a team that never made the playoffs, right? Until a couple of years ago.
Until the 3 class.
Yep.
And then last year with Lamons and Booth and some of those guys.
I feel like they've just ascended every year.
Yeah.
They've ascended every year.
Now, when Berge was there, they were winning independent conference champions, but there were no automatic bids back then, and it was a 14 playoff.
Pendleton, I'll tell you what, this young man's he's impressive.
I like him.
He's a guy to keep an eye out for sure.
That's it.
And that'll do it. And the Battle of the Vikings will go to St. Elizabeth, 42-14. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
It's a brisk night here at Abessinio Stadium as we see the final between St. Elizabeth and Christiana with 1A playoff implications already here in Week 7. Vikings of St. E's get the win 42-14. That is your Dover Federal Credit Union final score update, as this was I believe the lone show in town this evening. So impressive night all across the board for the Vikings. A good game from their quarterback, Cole Andrews. Ryan McCormick all over the field as well. Maldonado had his plays. Nehemiah Hamilton got in the mix. But Mike, Jay, when we had to go with our first aid ortho player of the game, there's one guy that seemed to be all over. He had the turning point play of the game and had himself quite a few explosive plays on offense and in special teams. Nick Mancini.
Yeah, he did it all. Like you said, I think the biggest play was that interception he had. Not only did he make the pick as they were about to go in for a score, he returned it about 60 yards and set St. E's up for their tying score. So I think that was a huge play in the game. And like you said, he was all over the place offensively and defensively.
Well, I was impressed with St. E's. Every time they needed yardage, they got the yardage. They needed to stop, they got the stop. Andrews with a couple of dimes when he had 3rd and long. Jay, you mentioned the interception. Andrews had a great interception. We could have picked any number of players, but I think the man we're looking at right now, Nick Mancini, he deserves what he's getting right now.
The chain, the 302 chain, man. That's it. Nick Mancini, tremendous day here today for the Vikings of St. Elizabeth. And Jay, again, this has got to help St. E's playoff picture, or at least make it interesting now for the Vikings as they head down the rest of their season.
Yeah, like I said, I had them just outside looking in at 9th coming into this week, and I think with the win here today, and they got Tatnall next week, but after that, a couple winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this win is going to help propel them into the tournament.
It'll be good, and anything can happen once we get into tournament play. The Vikings get the win. They move on to 3-4 on the season. Tough game against Tatnall coming up. The Vikings of Christiana will fall to 4-3 with a game against Dickinson next week. Remaining schedule for the weekend: Glenn and I tomorrow down at Odessa against Howard. That's going to be a good one. You're going to want to catch that one up. And Mike, remind us again of Benny's 2 games he's got coming up this weekend.
So tomorrow night, Benny will be in Greenwood at Wilmington Friends
at Woodbridge.
At Woodbridge.
And Pat, he said he's going to save you a scrapple sandwich.
Good.
And then Saturday, Benny's got to get up early on Saturday, make the drive to Laurel. It's going to be Milford and Laurel on Saturday. I believe that game is at, I want to say 11, could be 12, but it's going to be Benny and Jim Tack doing a doubleheader this weekend.
Should be a good one, folks. You're going to want to tune in for all the updates. Keep tuned in to Delaware Live Sports throughout the weekend. We'll bid you good night here on a Thursday evening with, again, the final score: St. Elizabeth 42, Christiana 14. For Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, I've been Patrick Garianis. We'll see you tomorrow night.